what's going on to all my Riot girls and especially my sexy Riot guys out there? It is your girl Blasian Quita, and it is the debut season of Riot Girl TV. I am glad to be back, and I am not going to waste any time. I got to give a special shout out because you guys have been so wonderful to me on Twitter. You can follow me at twitter.com/riotgirltv. I will have the link below this video so you can check it out. But I especially wanted to give a shout out to this great female doom metal band from Brazil, and they are called Mortarium, and they are just, I can't even describe. They are just so freaking awesome. You gotta check them out. Please follow them on Twitter at twitter.com/Mortarium, and they were so gracious and kind enough to follow me on Twitter. So hey ladies, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support, and I believe in multiculturalism when it comes to hard rock and heavy metal, but especially I support female artists that are part of this crazy alternative subculture that we are in. So let's get to business, right? So today I am doing a review on, I've been saying this name like 50 times, I'm not even kidding you, and hopefully I say it right this time. This is the Shany, yay, I said it right, yeah! This is the Shany Cosmetics, the Masterpiece 7-layer all-in-one makeup set. And of course it says all-in-one beauty, which is me in a nutshell. Now, I know I be doing all these like crazy faces, so you have to pardon me. So this is how the box looks like. It is very well constructed. It is heavy. It is awesome. This is all you need, whether you are a beginner, if you're, you know, intermediate or advanced. Sometimes you just want to, you know, carry something that just has everything, and you're not carrying this huge bag of like, what the fuck? This is it right here. So I'm going to open this up and I'm going to explain all 7 layers. So this box comprises of the following: eyeshadow, blush, lip, and concealer. Now I will say the lip products in this set is definitely lip gloss, because if you can look at my lips here, of course, you can see that even with, I did apply an additional gloss over it, it's still kind of translucent. So I'm not a huge fan on the lip product, but everything else is fantastic. If you look at my eyeshadow today, I did use a awesome base by e.l.f., but it's very pigmented, and a little goes a long way, because while I was like experimenting with this box set, I put way too much and I looked like a damn clown. It was horrible. So time out. But I digress. So layer 1, I'm going to show this layer by layer. So this is layer 1. Each layer of this collection actually comes with a plastic sheet protector and a hard plastic protector. Please make sure that you keep both of those, because if you don't, you will have makeup all over the place, and that is not cute at all. So here is layer 1, and as you can see, these are very pastel base colors. So I'm going to swatch 2 of each here on this layer. So you can tell already that these are no joke. These are very pigmented, if I do say so myself. And what I really like too is you get a little bit of everything. You get some matte finishes. You get some really high, you know, glossy, sparkly type finishes. But then you also get some semi-satin finish, which is really nice. So you get a little bit of everything. And as you can see, this is just absolutely amazing. I mean, they swatch very well, if I do say so myself. So that is layer 1. Layer 2 is continuing this, and this is all eyeshadow. The first 3 layers are actually eyeshadow, which I think is just absolutely just fantastic, just absolutely amazing. Now this is layer 2. Layer 2 is going to be comprising of more of your cooler greens and blues. And you still are, these are still very light, but there are some dark shades here. So for swatching this, I'm going to go with this really nice kind of emerald brown. And it's just absolutely amazing. And then this really sexy green, just in time for spring. I'm going to be looking so awesome that I probably will be marrying myself. So those are the swatches there. And they are very pigmented. Like, you seriously don't need a lot to cover your face. Now let's move on to layer 3. And we are still continuing with the eyeshadow. And this time, this is like my favorite part of this set. All purples. Look at that. I mean, wow. So let's continue the swatching. So we got this really nice deep purple. Oh, that is to die for. Not that, you know, it's literally to die for. I'm kidding. But then we also got this really interesting brown. It's got some nice specks in there too. So, I mean, you can just tell that this is amazing, once again, pigmentation. And this brand, honestly, has been around for about 2 years. And this is from research that I was doing about hopefully I'm saying it right again, Shany, there we go, about Shany Cosmetics, which is great. I mean, for this kind of pigmentation with a company that hasn't been around too long, I can see why they're starting to get more and more popular here on YouTube. So we got here, I went through the first 3. So this is layer 4. So, I mean, you're getting a good, you know, as they say, bang for your buck. I mean, you really are. You're getting 4 layers of eyeshadow to die for. And this is also my favorite. This is more of your cools and neutrals. And if I do say so myself, this is not the best neutral palette that I've seen in the collection so far. And overall, I really highly recommend, if you want a really good neutral palette too, definitely look at BH Cosmetics. They have a really nice neutral palette. But if you want one that has this same consistency as Shany, definitely check out Coastal Scents as well. So let's swatch the neutral layer here. So I got a nice brown. Once again, I'm going to try this pop of orange because, you know, with spring, we definitely need a pop of color, my Riot folks. Definitely. So look at that. I mean, aren't those amazing? Cannot wait to try all the sexy combinations. There we go. So we got here 1, 2, 3, 4. This is layer 5. We are almost done with this wonderful box, if I do say so myself. And this layer is comprising of the lip gloss. And this look that I actually put together today is all products that I use from the Shany Cosmetics box. So there is, and this is the lip gloss layer. I will say some of these are very, very translucent. I did use this brown as a base. And I'm also going to try this nice orange as well, if I do say so myself. And that's pretty much how they look like. I mean, they're very creamy. It looks pigmented on my hand, but you really have to, like, swatch a lot to get that kind of high level of pigmentation. So now we are looking at the second to last layer. And this layer is quite interesting. I did use this layer today. And this layer actually comprises of, check this out, concealers. And this can also double as foundation too. I would recommend, like, trying a test swatch on your hand, or pardon me, on your neck. I'm reading this really great book. It's called Asian Faces. And they recommend, the makeup artist in that book recommended that you try to swatch it on your neck as being one of the best places to check, to make sure that the color actually matches right for you. So you got a wide variety, and this is very multicultural. So to my rioters out there, rioters aka my subscribers, definitely this is something you really want to invest in just for this. So you can see these are very, very creamy, very pigmented, and these are the two shades that I actually used today. So that's how those look like, and I mean they are very, very pigmented. So I highly recommend. I highly, highly recommend this. I mean, it is absolutely amazing. And then the final layer, so that was the 6th layer. This is the 7th layer. You'll have to pardon me. I feel like, I'm kind of out of order. I feel out of whack right now because I'm just like been really sick and it kind of sucks. So this final layer is blushes. So these are the blushes. You get 2, 4, and 6. So you can't beat that. It looks awesome. Absolutely awesome. And I'm going to actually swatch 3. We're going to mix it up. So we got this really nice, oh, these are really great. Now, I will say you will get a little bit of fallout, but that's not a problem. And I mean, there's not really, they kind of have a little bit of a plasticky smell, but that's just from it being new. But here are the blushes. I mean, a little goes a long way. I mean, they look amazing. I mean, if I do say so myself, I cannot complain. This collection is really, really nice. It has my Riot Girl, of course, seal of approval. And once again, this is the Shany Cosmetics, the Masterpiece 7-layer all-in-one makeup set. And I definitely want to give a heavy Riot Girl approval, especially if you're a beginner, because I remember when I first started buying makeup, I was getting everything singular, and now it's really hard to store some of the singular stuff. If you're just starting and you want something, this usually retails for around, I believe, $70, but I actually got mine for $50. So you can find these for, I mean, a really great price. So please make sure, if you can't afford one, save up, whatever you need to do. Make sure you get this. And I love it. I just absolutely love it. So, of course, I am Belasia Quita. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really am glad to be back, and I appreciate your support. And definitely remember, to all of my Riot girls and Riot guys out there, that we rule.